Today on a Motohead's Garage, well, the shop looks a little different today. And we're working on the CT70 again, so stay tuned as I get my hair pulled back and we get to work. All right, my buddy Charlie has probably cussed me 100 times to all of his people he knows because it's taking me a little longer than what I wanted to on this here CT70 project. But man, with all the racing going on, as you can see, all the bikes and all the stuff that we do, it's just been really crazy. So I'm making a video apology to Charlie. This one's to you. Sorry, bro. But one thing we are going to do, we're going to look at this here. CT70 motor is out. As we saw before, the CT70 engine had some major transmission problems, and unfortunately, Honda could not get us the parts. They are discontinued, gone. So what we have done instead is we've decided to go with a... That's right. We're going to shoehorn more CCs and electric start here in the CT70. Every time I work on this CT70, I get impressed, wow, just how well Honda builds things. And most of the bolts have come apart. Can't even talk. Most of the bolts have come apart pretty easily. And so I've gone through and sprayed them all down with some PB Blaster. So hopefully they will come out, as we are going to fit this engine in today and then get this frame tore down for paint. As you can see here, this is a 125 Cs of electric start Asian goodness. The Chinese have manufactured these Honda style engines for as long as I can remember, and they're actually really good at them. Most of the time, if you do your research and you know what you're looking for, you can get these engines, and they're really good engines. And so we hope we have here. So we're going to see if this thing will fit up in here in this frame, and well, shoehorn it in, see what it's going to take, what modifications we got to make, and then we'll get this thing tore down. You're going to notice some weird angles and different shot places than normal because my tripod broke, and another one's out for delivery for 3 days. So we'll find out if I ever get a new tripod. But today, let's get this in here. Well, no surprise. The motor fits right in there. It's insane that they can fit 125 cc's into basic, just that easy, than a frame that used to be a 70. So we've got this in here now. Let's see what we can do about and which way the carburetor is going to face. These intakes come with this little plastic spacer, and I've seen a lot of people leave it out. It is actually called a phenolic spacer, and what it does is it keeps heat from traveling through the aluminum to the carburetor. That is something you definitely want to run. It uses an O-ring to seal. Carburetor has an O-ring, so you don't want to put O-ring to O-ring this way. I've seen leaks like that too. All right, one thing we're going to run into as we do this, sorry for the crazy angles, is going to be the air box is not going to fit in there anymore and be able to be used. Though it would be amazing to be able to get this in there, and you see how this goes through here? It's just not going to allow that air box to fit. Here's our wires. All of that can be run into the frame. That'll go to starter relay and all that stuff. This air box, wait, it goes in from the other side actually, I believe. Yes. Sorry about these terrible video footage parts. All I have is this tiny little deal. Had put that bolt in backwards. Let's see here. I wanted to see if we could save this factory air box and use it, but I don't think is going to line up. All right, we got a space there. We could use this factory air box as not an air box, but possibly a place to run wires. We'll see. I like the clean look without it. I think it gives it a better look without it. We're going to wind up running a pod filter. We have a foam filter. So I'm thinking no air box. Next thing we need to do is figure out possibly a place to put a battery on this thing. The CT70 originally was a street legal vehicle, which that does give us the advantage of there is a spot for a battery. As you can see, it's quite a small battery. What we will be able to do though is we'll be able to figure out a mounting hard deal and get the smallest, most powerful battery we can. Maybe wind up being like a little tiny motorcycle LiPo battery. Something along that's going to have plenty of power to start this 125 Dragon. Yep, once again, I want to apologize for the crazy camera angles. I'm not very good at doing the whole vlog thing. Plus, I don't have my tripod. So, we're going to do a time lapse. Let's get this frame tore down. Let's get this thing ready for paint. Well, thanks for dealing with these terrible camera angles and the vlog and all that stuff. We got the important parts apart. Now, we got to get these things painted. We'll strip them down. Don't know what color we're going to do yet, but yeah, Charlie knows. And maybe he'll pick something cool or go back with the factory. I don't know yet, but we will hopefully be revealing that quite soon. There's been so much going on here in the shop with bikes and stuff like that. I got a build here that hopefully we'll start filming. Probably our next episode will be putting that together. Got an issue with the Miata. We don't know what happened. My son drove it. It's making a weird noise. Maybe clutch related. We don't know. So we're going to pull that back apart probably. Maybe even throw a transmission in a Jeep. So we got a lot coming up. Just really appreciate everybody who is commenting, people who are subscribing, people who are watching our videos. As you can see, it's motivated me to actually get my shop clean. So if nothing else, that's what it does. So really appreciate it. Please watch the videos, share the videos. That's what's important. And it makes my numbers go that way. That way I can get rich and buy Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff like that. That's why we do YouTube, right? I do it because it's fun and I just like making videos, and I really appreciate everybody watching.